What up, everybody? I'm your host, JP, and this is my co host, Josh.
Hey everybody.
And welcome back to another episode of the Film Bros podcast. All right, Josh. So, the holiday season is here. The time of giving is around. And they've given us tons of trailers to go ahead and watch for the new year. We also got some retaliatory actions happening around over there in Hollywood, especially from this whole bids thing that apparently, people aren't going down without a fight for. Um, I know we got some great trailers that you're gonna be looking forward to 100%. I know
That's
you're
right.
a fan of this new
hmm
DCU, and you're like, oh yeah, we eating good today. We're good.
Yay!
We
Yay! No.
we eating good today. So we'll get into all that good stuff. Obviously, it's the holiday season, so we're not gonna have as long of an episode as we usually do, but we are still making episodes that are gonna feed you guys until at least till the end of the year. So we're cooking, we're getting that figured out, and we'll be back on the mic pretty soon. But
That's
yeah,
right.
um, Josh, first things first, we're going to talk about Paramount and their hostile bid that they decided to place this week. Um, Pretty crazy stuff. Pretty crazy stuff. So this last week we talked about how Netflix basically won the bidding war. They announced it on Friday. We basically had the weekend to sit with it. Netflix was like, ah, yes, no theaters, and then the next day they were like, wait, theaters, all right? So it was like we're gonna go ahead and do all that good stuff. Paramount said, that's bullshit. That's nonsense. We didn't even give you our best and final offer. And, it's kind of like, well, Warner Brothers was like, hey, well, we asked you for our best and final offer. And they were like, well, we didn't think Netflix was going to do more than that or whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
They also thought, I mean, David Ellison even kind of admitted that he thought that he had Trump's backing in all of this. And Trump even came in here and was like, yeah, I actually do have a lot of say in what's going to happen with all of this. So there's a lot of things that are happening. At the very end of it, the very next Monday, December the 8th, they basically came out and said, if we're gonna send this next bid, which they're still working with the Saudis and all that stuff, so there's a big chunk that's going that way. Like I was saying, David Ellison basically came out and said, "Hey, review our offer, or we're gonna go ahead and go after the board. They're gonna do the hostile takeover that we were kind of talking about. That they were as soon as Netflix got, they were like, "Hey, we're probably gonna do it." The very next Monday, they did it. They said, "Hey, we're gonna go ahead and do something like that." Now, for those that don't know, hostile takeovers, especially in this kind of industry, it just means that instead of going to Warner Brothers, they're going to the board themselves. They're going to the committee that runs the board, basically. Um, from the information that I got from the week was basically that Netflix was giving away a $27.25 per share, and basically Paramount said, "Hey, we'll do $30 per share," and they were like, "Hey, we want the whole shebang. We don't want half though. We want everything." But like I said before, Zaslav seems to be adamant on wanting to split, put movies in one spot and put TVs and all that stuff in a different spot. Paramount wants the whole thing. Netflix is only paying for half of it, and I believe Paramount's look their best and final offer was 108.4 billion. So that was way more than what Netflix was paying because they only did
Yeah.
87 billion. So I mean, it's a significantly bigger. Like I said, Zaslav is basically not interested in just selling it for the TV for that much. So he wants a little bit more than what they're asking for, but apparently he's willing to play ball and go ahead and look into it. We already have a lot of people that are kind of against it. The WGA is against it. They've already
hmm
sent out a lawsuit. A couple people in Congress have already started sending out their lawsuits as well. Bob Iger is also stepping in and basically saying it's going to be an unhealthy price leverage that Netflix is going to have on the consumer, and that they're going to basically make streaming a lot more expensive because of of how much how much movie and content and basically everything that they're going to have from Warner Brothers. that is going to be on Netflix. They're going to have an unfair advantage that's basically going to hurt the consumer. That's what Bob Iger basically his stance on all this is basically. But at this point, Paramount's doing their absolute best. Netflix is still kind of like the favored one, apparently,
Yeah.
according to a lot of rumors that are happening right now. I don't know. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's kind of insane how desperate Paramount is being. You know what I mean? Like it feels like they obviously they want it, but to go in this much extreme to being like, no, we're gonna go above everybody else and just go straight to the people. Sounds like a lot. Sounds extreme. I don't know. I can understand Netflix isn't the the place for it to be, but you gotta also understand like if you lost, bro, you lost. There's a reason for that. Unless Zaslav is playing everybody like a fiddle, like you were saying last episode or last time we talked about this, it was like he's gonna pull out, get the 500 mil, and then he'll get a fatter stack when they put him through. But I don't think they're gonna keep him. That's the thing. I think he also wants a job.
Yeah, he still wants control, and with that Netflix deal, he still has a little bit of control
Exactly.
there. That's exactly what I'm saying. But Paramount, I feel like they're desperate too because I mean, if they don't get them, what do they have? They have Transformers.
They still have like
They have
Hasbro and all that. GI Joe, fucking scary movie or not scary movie.
Battleship. You could do
Ghostface,
another Battleship.
all them like well, no one's gonna stop it. No, wait,
Yeah.
they got all these kinds of movies. So I mean, they have the Ninja Turtles. They have all these things they could like dive into. I think
Warner Brothers has Game of Thrones. They have The Matrix. They got uh, what else do they have? They got DC, which that's another thing,
DC,
right? That's
Harry
one of the
Potter.
big stuff. Harry Potter. Um,
They got a
what are
lot.
the
They got a lot.
They got the Warrior show that's underneath them that they could totally revive if they
If
want
they
to get.
wanted to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that Warner Brothers has way more IP. I mean, they even have the whole what is the one that WB canceled that everybody was like rocking with, but then Westworld. They got Westworld.
Westworld.
They got so much like IP over there that Paramount essentially needs more properties to basically be able to make more movies out of because they let's be honest, they have some, but they don't have
They just canceled the last Ronin for what could potentially be another Ninja Turtles movie.
yeah.
While Seth Seth Rogen is still working on fucking the animated
How
ones.
many times you gonna slice up the TMNT though? That's the thing.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
think that's the question.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, they kind of need this. I think this is a desperate play, and I mean, they were willing to back up the truck of cash, and also have Trump behind them, basically saying, yeah, they give it to them. Why wouldn't you give it to
Yeah,
them?
that's the dilemma though, because as much as I need movies in theaters and enjoy the experience, do we need like MAGA agenda type of movies in theaters though? I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. That's
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Like, because
that
I
that
someone on Twitter was mentioned that, and I was like, well, that makes sense. But I mean, at least if it's in theaters, people can choose not to watch those, and Hollywood would they will get the hint like, hey, no one wants these. Let's go down a different direction or whatever. At least then
I
we get to
mean,
choose. With Netflix, they're gonna put it in our face, force us to pay for it, and then wait, give us fucking multiple seasons of whatever until you know but like within the years, like I don't need another Stranger Things type of shit, but like for Batman or something, you know what I mean? Like that doesn't sound appealing at all.
I mean, what can they do that's mega? Like how? But the only thing that I can think of is that they're like gonna just put more action. Like we're gonna get more diehards and lethal weapons more than the Marvels and whatever else has been kind of been produced over there at on the Disney side and stuff like that. That's what I assume is that it's just gonna be more action orientated. There's gonna be a lot more like obviously the male audience is kind of what makes up the movie going experience, and then they take their girls with them or whatever. Blah blah blah. Yeah, you could make movies for women, but I mean, is there a lot of money in those kind of movies?
Probably not.
You still gotta make it to the point where everybody's gonna. eat off of it, right? So I mean, I think that they're more like I know a lot of people are like, oh, the messaging and all that stuff, but I mean, if you got Netflix movies that are giving you what you want, and then you get Paramount that's kind of against those things, and they're gonna make sure that they kind of put that up there. I mean, there should be variety, right? There should be some kind of like this side that way, boom, boom, boom. You let people choose, and then I mean, if these movies are making more money, that kind of tells the industry, hey, we need to start making more movies in that way, you know?
That's why, yeah. So like that, I guess that's the difference. Well, because Netflix isn't gonna even do that kind of thing. They're just gonna have it there, and then the like if a Netflix, it's a lot more like harder hitting because what they went last time they did like a big revamp. They canceled all their animated shows. A lot of their shows only got like one more season before cutting it off. Like the only one to survive the chopping block for some reason was Stranger Things, and that's because they were cooking it for 3+ years. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So I don't want that kind of formula to be the norm, especially if they're gonna be charging up out the ass for it because it's like well, it started off as 15 and now we're paying like fucking 20, close to $22, for whatever at Netflix, and I don't want to have to do that. I think that's a bad thing. I think siding with the CEO of Disney of all things is a fucking nightmare, but he has a point. The consumer isn't gonna want this. If streaming is already like a terrible fucking game to where they have to like rely on consumer money, it's not a good look. It's actually kind of annoying. Cause like
But
when you look at it,
yeah, because they're gonna pump that up to like $40. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, we got Netflix originals and Warner Brothers
you can
originals in
play
this
Red
thing.
Dead on Netflix. Like that's fucking crazy.
Oh, you can, huh?
You can play Red Dead. You can like I can see them trying to like be more, with the video games. That's a little much, but like streaming sports and like fighting events, like that's cool. I don't mind that. You know what I mean? Like if you have the subscription, you're already kind of paying for your way in versus pay per view. That's still like $60 ahead. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Yeah.
So I guess like I can see where they're going, but in the long run, it's not gonna make sense because no one's gonna want to pay $40 for a Batman show that's barely on its second season, 6 years apart. You know what I mean? At that point, wait for Matt Reeves to get his third movie done. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's just the way it looks. I do think the merger is like something very
I
scary though because like SAG and everybody is just like, how does this affect us? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it affects them hard. Like the WGA, the fact affects SAG pretty well. The one thing about Netflix is that they don't put out numbers at all. All the numbers are under lock and key. So I mean, how do we know that the the SAG members are going to be getting paid fairly? The WGA people are going to get paid. There's going to be a whole nother beast that they're going to have to take years to tame if what do you call it if Netflix decides to kind of like stick on this road. So it's a big deal. I basically the consensus from this week has basically been like, oh, Netflix is gonna get it. Man, we hope we don't get it. And then when Paramount was like the hostile bid, they were like, "Oh, well, I mean, I don't think we want y'all to get it either."
They
And
they
it's like,
might
well,
get
I
it.
mean, then who's gonna who? Somebody got to buy Warner Brothers. I know some people are even thinking like, okay, Paramount wants the whole shebang. They want to be able to influence the news and stuff. They want to be able to like clean house for CNN and blah 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 to basically help with the whole right wing stuff or whatever. And I'm like, I mean, that's possible. I mean, obviously it's still a possibility, but I'm thinking more of the movie studio where the movie studio is going. I don't care about politics and all that stuff. So I'm just like, where's the movie studio going? And I can't have it go to Netflix. That's just my thing. Like Paramount sounds like the better option because they might they I mean, David Ellison is basically I don't know if he could do something like this, but he was like if we get WB, we're going to be putting 30 movies a year in theaters. I'm like I don't know how true that is, but
That sounds like a lot, but if they can make it happen, shit. You know what I
probably
mean?
not because they're gonna have to shrink certain things, and I mean, yeah, they're gonna have two full movie studios for a little bit, so they'll be able to sustain that, but eventually, it's gonna fall to the wayside, kind of like how I mean, we talked about it in our last episode too, but like how Hulu, um, basically has all the 20th Century Fox originals, right? And it's not 20th Century Fox anymore; it's just 20th Century. studios. Now all those movies are going to Hulu. They used to go to the movie theater, but now we're like at the point where we're only getting like three of those a year, and opposed to like the usual what 5 to 8 that we were
Yeah,
getting before. So I mean, it's
it's
it.
scary.
I prefer Paramount though.
Right, exactly. Like the side of my brain that's like movies in theaters is where they need to remain. It's everything after that where it's like, okay,
And I mean, Paramount's not
full
afraid to put
stop.
money into the shit. You can't you like that got to be that got to be something worth it too because
That's true because even their shows look pretty okay. Like Tulsa
their
King looks does
shows,
looks pretty good and everything.
their movies look good and all that stuff. I mean, Transformers till this day still holds up. I mean, the original Michael
Not the
Bay
new ones,
trilogy.
not the new ones. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
not
get
really
what you're
the new
saying.
ones. Hmm
I get what you're saying.
Um, what is it? Filmmaker error. But I mean, for the most part, they're not afraid to skimp out and give good CGI that way. Netflix, on the other hand, we're gonna be seeing what volume screens and claymation. I'll be like, what's cheaper?
Claymation. Fucking. That's the thing. If you want film to remain on film, Paramount needs to be the guy.
We'll
Because at
have
that
to
point they're
wait
gonna
and
be
see
like
though. But apparently, a
feature.
lot of people are opposing it. They're opposing the whole Netflix thing. I mean, I even think if Paramount loses, they're gonna be losing a lot as well. That's just something that's bad. And I mean, I with Netflix, it just seems like a lose lose lose. With Paramount, it seems like we're gonna be at least winning something, and that's some decent movies. Sure, the political playing field might be a little warped, but I guess I'm not very much into that part of it.
We just gotta like thug it out for 3 years. Like that's nothing.
Yeah, yeah, right? No, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Let us know what you guys think, though. Moving on, Josh, what do you make of uh, different Doomsday trailers basically airing in front of different screenings of Avatar: Fire and Ash?
I think
Apparently,
that's greed, but I guess like people are gonna want to buy the ticket just for the trailers, so maybe. Although I think that's dumb. Don't do that. I know there's people out there that are going to, so that'll just rake in more money for Disney. You know, it'll be all right.
they said that they're gonna be for every week that they're gonna basically put out a different trailer of Avengers Doomsday. I wonder if that means that they're gonna be doing like different angles or something, like different. Because we know that there's gonna be a mashup of teams, right? So are we gonna
Yeah.
just see different variations of the same trailer just with different teams or something? Is
Well, that and I imagine it's gonna obviously different lines, different people reacting to each other. But like if we get one for like X-Men, Fantastic Four, the Avengers, uh, who
the
what?
Thunderbolts
Yeah, I mean that.
or
Well,
the
those are
new
that's
Avengers?
why those are the Avengers. Yeah, that's four different teams against one guy. I hope we get a good look at Doctor Doom. That's what I hope for. I hope this isn't a lot of like we gotta stop him. Like there's too much on the line, and then like nothing comes about it. It's just first looks at people we've already seen before. Like I hope we get a good look at Doctor Doom.
What if like one trailer shows Doctor Doom obliterating Shang-Chi? That'd be crazy.
He's just he's like, guys, I got this, and he's just like, boom.
He does the kung fu and he just goes "Brrr," and it's
Yeah,
over
just
with.
fucking
Yeah.
blows his shit up back.
Yeah, it
That'd be
just
fucking
goes
crazy.
turns to ash.
I do
Hmm
think this is greed. I do think this is greedy, but I mean, could be genius marketing, low key, low key. Like
I think it is kind of genius. I mean, another thing that a lot of people were saying that because and basically Disney's gonna be putting what Endgame back into theaters. I think Infinity War as well. So like these movies are supposed to be a direct continuation from Infinity War and Endgame. Are we just? I mean, obviously they're gonna use players from throughout the multiverse saga, but are we just ignoring everything that basically happened?
I think so.
Is the Russo brothers just saying, "Yoink, ooh, we're over here now"?
Right. Basically, I think they're gonna have to because there's a lot of missing threads, and obviously the important stuff is gonna stay, but like I don't think we're gonna address the insignificant stuff.
Are we gonna see Doomsday kill Kang? Is that what are we gonna see
That'd
something
be
like that?
so.
We're gonna
I
see
think
Doom.
that'd be a little too much, but my God, would that be kind of satisfying? Because like we have to see him be a threat. You know what I mean? Like if he was like if Kang was supposed to be the big bad, and then they stopped Kang, I want to see Doom be like, oh damn, now that there's no Kang or something like that, somebody has to save the world from the incursions.
Mm-hmm.
So then he just obliterates the last few Kangs, and then he's the guy that's everyone's looking toward to save the day. Like he thinks he's saving the day, but he's like his idea of saving the day is bad. Obviously, like I hope it's something good. I really hope. I really hope they nail this because it's gonna be a crazy ride from Doomsday to Secret Wars. And if Doomsday isn't the pool, Secret Wars is not doing any better. You know what I mean?
That is true. That is true. There was a lot of rumors too that apparently, because we do have the Supergirl trailer that released back on Thursday, but apparently there was like a lot of rumors that Fahi was about to drop the trailer on Thursday with it too. Do you think he was like, "Nah, I don't want to do that to my friend," or was this just like no, we gotta save these for
I think he wanted to save them. I think he's. I think it's genius. It's a genius play. I like, as much as like you like to think about corporate like greed and what goes on behind their thought process for these things. It's kind of genius.
this is a smart way to disguise corporate greed.
Exactly. Like that's the thing. Like it's corporate greed, but my like it's genius. It's too
Yeah,
like whoever cooked
yeah.
this up, Feige had to give them a raise on the spot. You know what I mean?
I
He
mean, is
just
the movie big enough to the point where you can release four trailers, or are we gonna get those fucking bullshit ass, what is it, the altered trailers that we got back when Infinity War and Endgame? You remember when we thought Hulk was supposed to be throughout the whole film kicking ass and shit like that, and he got his ass beat in the first 2 seconds, and then he was basically like, "No,
yeah.
pussy, I don't want to come out no more."
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get something like that. I think it's they're always gonna hide the illusion, but now we can sue them for that. So
Let us know what you guys think. Are we gonna be? Are we suing today? I don't want to. I don't. I don't take it to the courts. I take it to the streets. Fahi, come outside.
you're fine. I don't
Yeah.
know, man. He's gonna like take the hat off and blind you.
Bold, bold,
Bold.
bold. Let us know what you guys think, though. Different trailers. Are you guys going to be buying different rounds of tickets? Or are you guys going to wait for the bootleg pirated videos that we are probably going to see on Twitter?
I'm gonna be
I
posting
prefer the
mine.
latter. I
As soon as I get
prefer
in
the
the theater, I'm
latter.
gonna be like, "Oh damn, this is it."
Unless this movie, The Fire and Ash is good enough to the point where you're going to watch it a second weekend. Watch the new trailer the second weekend.
I might have to. I don't know. If I get like elevated out of my seat, I'm gonna have to go a second time.
Hmm. Josh, you're turning into a Navi. Something's popping out your ass.
Yeah,
It's
oh
a
my god.
tail.
Oh my god.
Let us know what you guys think, though. Moving on, though, we got the Supergirl trailer. But first things first, let's talk about what James Gunn had to say about this trailer. He, one thing that I saw was that when this trailer dropped, it was getting motion, but the wrong kind of motion. It started going one way and then it started slipping quickly the different direction. I know a lot of people were like, "Oh, we're gonna get a lot of bots and everything like that. That's gonna boost up this movie," kind of like what I, I think a lot of people felt it online, where it felt like a lot of Superman pages or people that were praising Superman, they weren't real, right? And now
Right.
that Twitter bots are basically been removed, I think we've been seeing all the negative. I've hardly seen any positive when it comes down to this trailer at all whatsoever. Apparently,
Yeah.
everybody's seeing the same thing. James Gunn is saying that Supergirl is finally allowed to be messy, like male superheroes have been for a while. Not sure what that means,
The
but
fuck does
that's
that mean, James
James.
God?
I don't know what that means because, yeah, um, he basically came out and he was saying, let's see right here. There's really an anti-hero story. She's got a lot of demons, a lot of baggage coming into this life, which is very different from where Superman is in his life. Giuseppe said, Gunn added, so many times female superheroes are so perfect, she's not at all. like male superheroes have been allowed to for a while. Um, the character shows you an unvarnished side on screen at one point, noting that Superman sees the good in everyone and she sees the truth. Um, that there's going to be an unexpected vibe coming from this movie, unexpected, uh, and by the end of it, that will empathetically do we feel that she would be in a better spot or whatever. Um, she's gonna be the underdog in this movie. So I mean, he says a different vibe. She's allowed to be messy. It sounds like a whole lot of nothing. It sounds like he just needed a way to talk about this movie, and there was just no way for him to sell this movie whatsoever. I don't know. What do you make of, her finally allowed to be messy or women allowed to be messy? I don't know.
That sounds fucking egregious. That's a terrible way to market like your female superhero. Like, why would in the okay? I'm not a girl, but stay with me for a second. And imagine you're like, oh wow, Supergirl, first time in live action since what 19 something 80, right? When the Supergirl movie came out.
Well, I mean, the CW show came
Oh
out
yeah,
recently, right?
you were right, right, and a lot of people like that one. Melissa Benoist isn't exactly like doing much right now, but she was
What?
pretty.
Melissa been nice.
That's her name, Benoist.
Oh,
Benoist,
oh,
the actress.
oh! I thought you said like she been nice.
No, no, no. She's fucking. That's her name. She was cool. Like I didn't mind her Supergirl. A lot of people were like, "Well, that's just Clark Kent with glasses." And I was like, "Well, when your Superman can't fucking show up, what do you want to do?" But like, I think this is a terrible way to market it. Like, I wouldn't want to look at this and be like messy. I want to be messy like my hero on screen. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's you. Why couldn't you say like, oh, she's badass or whatever, and like she comes out, a better person out of this rut or slump, whatever the fuck she's in, to
Hmm.
learn to wear the crest and all that stuff. Like, why couldn't he say that? His way with words is so fucking like it's just so degrading. You know what I mean? Like
He just does.
what he said of John Cena when he was like, "Be a douchey Captain America." You know what I mean? Like
Oh
your
yeah.
your way with words, James Gunn, is just it's childish. It feels so childish. That's the best way to put it.
I felt like when I heard that rumor too, I feel like that's what Eric Kripke, Kripke, the dude that made the boys. That
Yeah,
I feel like that's what he told. I feel like that's the same thing that him and the dude that plays Soldier Boy basically said.
yeah. Like I don't know. It just feels like when he says these things, it doesn't feel
Mm.
good. Like like I don't know. When I hear creatives talk about like their work in that aspect, I feel like they have more respect for that kind of stuff. But to be like act douchey or
Well,
she's messy, like most female superheroes don't get to be messy or whatever, and it's like no, superhero women can be messy. Like no one's denying that. Who I don't know where he got that idea that they can't be.
yeah, I mean, because we've seen it before. Now, granted, those movies weren't really made amazingly. They were kind of flops and all that stuff. But there's a reason why they flop. You need to be able to, make a movie where they are able to hold their own and show themselves that even though they're being messy, that there's that accountability behind it. Because a lot of these times these characters will be messy, and then like I think it's kind of like the Marvels, right, where they were trying to make you feel bad for what Brie Larson was doing and all that stuff, but you just couldn't sit there and just think like, well, if this is her fault, why do we care? You know what I mean? Like we have to have a reason to care, and if it's her fault, I'm with what you guys are saying. She deserves to not look good and all that stuff. And then by the end of it, she fixes her wrongs or whatever, but it was too late. And there was just so much questionable stuff. It's just more of how you write the story and how you present it, and then we'll be able to go from there, kind of thing, right?
Exactly. If
Um,
this was like a story about, I'm sorry, I'm gonna let you get to it, but like if this was
mhm.
like a story where she's like I don't want to have to be this person that Kal El is trying to make me to be. Like I want to be my own person and all that stuff. Being like someone that remembers what Krypton was like, and then having to get blasted through a black hole, and then blowing, and then like seeing it get blown up and all that shit. Like I can see a good story there, but to treat it like she's some party girl who doesn't really give a fuck Like, am I gonna want to give a fuck by the end of her journey that she finally like steps into the person that she wants to be? No, I think that story comes a bit later after a big tragedy. You know what I mean? Thor
Mm,
gets built up, he fucks up, and then he has his downfall, and then you're like, you feel bad that he had his downfall.
yeah, and I mean, she could still feel bad that that she lost her plant, and everything because she's older, and yeah, I can understand the whole drinking problem or whatever, but that needs to be explained, and I don't think her showing up in her first appearance being drunk was like the positive way to kind of do it. That's why when I brought up Eric, the creator of The Boys, basically saying that about Soldier Boy and all that stuff, it's like when you talk about your characters like that, I don't feel like you take them seriously, right? Like I
Yeah,
feel like they're parody toys to you, and so hearing that James Gunn basically talks about it in a way where it's not coherent in a way, like it's what does it mean to be messy? What does it mean to do all that stuff or whatever? To me it just seems like he's talking out of his ass and he basically made a parody of what the original Supergirl character is supposed to be. Because let's be honest, if we see his past track record, Guardians of the Galaxy has been, these obscure characters that he was able to make and turn into his own or whatever, right? Superman, that's a character that you shouldn't have messed with, but guess what he did anyways? He still messed with the whole,
exactly.
oh, we sent you down there for a harem type shit, right? Instead of sticking to the script that most superhero or at least Superman fans know him from and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Guy Gardner, he was basically turned into a parody. In my opinion, I've seen pictures and comics and stuff like that. I've seen a couple other things. He's goofy, but they take him seriously for the most part because he's a hothead in a way, right?
yeah.
And Nathan Fillion basically played him like a parody character.
Hmm.
Hawk Girl kind of felt the same way in a way, even though she had an awesome moment where she was like, "Oh, well, I'm not Superman." I could be down with that, but so left field considering that she was the one that was like, "Oh, we don't go by that name." Where she basically was on the other side of Nathan Fillion up until it was time to drop somebody from a thing. So
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
a little inconsistent for me. So a lot of these things do move to like, oh, James Gunn kind of feels like these characters are able to be turned and shaped into any other thing that's not their character, and I don't appreciate that. That's
Yeah.
just something I can't get behind. But one thing that I did see as well is that Supergirl apparently has more dislikes than Superman had in its first 6 months. So, according to Cosmic Book News, it says here, and here we go, folks. The newly released Supergirl teaser trailer is facing heavier pushback on YouTube, racking up more dislikes in 24 hours than the Superman trailer has accumulated over 6 months. The Supergirl trailer is receiving massive backlash due to its portrayal of the main character. Uh, Apparently, Crypto's peeing on Superman comparison to Guardians of the Galaxy and even drastically changed the look of the villain. As one day after release, the Supergirl teaser sits as roughly 29,000 dislikes at 9.5 million views, while the Superman trailer released in May has accumulated about 21,000 dislikes over 6 months and 36 million views. If the ratio holds true when Supergirl gets the same number of views, its dislikes will be well over 100,000. So, as you can see, some people are already against this trailer. Um, I mean, we'll probably get into the comments afterwards, but I guess we could just start jumping into it because I haven't seen the trailer. I know you haven't either. I don't want to get too many spoiler stuff. The whole Guardians of the Galaxy thing or Guardians of the Galaxy comment already kind of got me scared a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know about you. Does it worry you, or
Yeah.
do you think they're
Obviously,
gonna be
then
right on the money with all this stuff?
I think it's probably gonna be right on the money.
All right, let's jump into it. Let's get ready. Come on, buckle up. We're in for a ride.
Okay.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. It's good job, buddy. Hi, cars are out. Hereby declare the 23 will be the best year yet. Let's be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Krypton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind. Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
Do others on your planet have powers like you?
No, it's a pretty small group of two.
What Superman meant?
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
Directed by Greg Giuseppe, huh?
Right.
Did they mean to put James Gunn down or?
Oh, okay. Positives. I think this looks better than Superman. It still needs to be polished a little bit more, but for the most part, definitely looks better than like Superman's fight scenes and all that stuff. So you can tell they got a real good cinematographer behind it. Hopefully the CGI holds up and stuff. I think that the only questionable one was like the jet plane or the jet bus, whatever the fuck that was that came down looked kind of funny. Her obviously being blown like by the wind and stuff also kind of funny. Like you can tell they just sat her behind a fan in front of a fan or something. The flight scene, I think the only one to stick out was like when she flies up past the cloud of dust and into space. That looked kind of nice. Can't be mad at that. So hopefully visually it looks better.
This
Other than that, Guardians vibes. Other than that, that's the negatives.
th-
I'm done with the
we got
positives.
a
Negatives.
Ravager in here. The main villain's a Ravager,
He
apparently.
he literally like. How do you fuck up the look? He has red hair. This looks nothing like the guy.
Nothing like him. Apparently, too, that this little girl's supposed to be a main character as well in the
Yeah.
comics that they're inspiring from, and it's not it. This stuff kind of it just sucks that it seems kind of low budget, even down to like the little glimpse that we saw of um of Krypton. It's kind of like, well, I mean, Krypton was like this big old majestic city, and here it just looks like
Bland.
churches and tunnels and stuff. It doesn't seem anything grand or epic. I don't know that there's just a lot of how do you say there's just a lot of not so appealing things. I mean the movie itself looks like it might be able to do good. It's just it seems low budget in a way.
Yeah, I think James Gunn has a problem with teaser trailers.
I know when like the poster came out, a lot of people made they basically made comparisons to Star-Lord down to the headphones with the trench coat. I mean, is this any different? I mean, we see her messed up in the beginning, and then eventually, we by the end of it, are we going to see her make a team? I don't know.
I think
I
it's
don't know.
only gonna be what's her name, the little girl, but she does give off. Yeah, this whole thing gives off Guardians vibes. And I know people are like, "Well, it's written by this person and directed by Greg," but it's like, yeah, but he James Gunn produces and he's the head. There's nothing that isn't coming through that he doesn't put a stamp of approval on and change. So I imagine he changed all this shit too. The CGI crypto, I still find him annoying. I hope he's less annoying since he's with his rightful owner.
Hmm.
But I still find his involvement annoying. Um,
I don't get why she would have the same suit as Superman.
I was hoping for a costume change too. I was hoping for that. I was hoping the symbol, like if it was that dark and red one from the chair, I would be down for that.
From the what?
Remember we got that first set photo of like the red and blue
Oh
symbol.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like that would have been a nice touch. Like keep the thing, but do it her own way. Like that'd be fucking. I was down for that. That looked better than what the symbol actually is. I don't know where she would have gotten that from, unless she also got it from the Fortress of Solitude conveniently.
But I thought that the Ma Kent was the one who made the suit.
I guess she made her one too. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would she have one? Shouldn't she have her own kind of style, especially because she's, you know what I mean? Like, why would she? She thinks what Superman does is dumb. Why would you wear the same suit that he does?
Exactly. The
I don't know.
gag that he hates Superman still and pissed on the fucking paper. Like, oh my gosh, man. I can't deny that it does have some kind of like interest, but yeah, a lot of it is kind of negative, in my opinion.
I'm not trying to be mean and go personal. I feel like Millie Alcock might do a good job, but I don't know. I know I don't. She doesn't scream Supergirl to me. If that makes sense. This image, like as soon as I seen it right now, automatically reminds me of the ugly duckling from Chicken Little. I don't know
Mm,
why.
that's what's
I'm
up.
not even trying to be. I'm not trying to be rude about it, but I was just like, I don't know. Maybe I got to see more from her or something, but
Yeah, a better
she
trailer.
doesn't. She doesn't seem Supergirl to me.
Yeah, and we saw like a little bit of Lobo.
Like literally 2 seconds.
Yeah,
Momoa.
yeah, smoking that cigar. I think it was right there when they were showing like the villains and stuff.
Do others on your planet have powers like you?
No, it's a pretty small group of two.
Literally like 2 seconds worth.
No, he
Literally like 2 seconds worth. He just literally walks through a door.
the cigar and everything. Hmm.
I don't know. Let's check out the comments though.
Okay.
The trailer severely lacks any hook. What am I supposed to feel? So we get the untraditional different iteration of Superman and he's rubbish, and then we get the untraditional different iteration of Supergirl and it's amazing. Dog pissing on Superman in the first 10 seconds while deconstructing beloved IPs sure is new and exciting. I feel nothing watching this. Well, at least Lobo look cool. Not digging the Tom King based Supergirl with the dash of Guardians of the Galaxy. I hate Reddit. Look what it's done to the media. Thor copy, uh, movie or what? So, I don't know. Somebody wrote while they were having a stroke. This movie is based on the comic Woman of Tomorrow. It's a really good read. This guy says it will flop. I don't know. It kind of seems like it's gonna flop. I don't think a lot of people really enjoyed this trailer. I guess at the end of it, I didn't feel anything worth hyping. And considering that Superman didn't work in the whole hype train of this whole DCU and shit like that, the poster didn't do nothing for me when they released it. Because like I said, I I think a lot of people, even when she had like the drink and all that stuff, people comparing it to Shazam and everything. This poster seems more lively than the actual trailer
Yeah,
with all the dust and everything. And I mean,
and the
like, there's more.
tagline being truth, justice, whatever sums it up kind of poetically. It's whatever at this point. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, nah, that's not good. I don't
That's
think there
basically
was
it. All
nothing
right.
like to rave about. That's the thing. The original the Glazers are gonna glaze regardless. We'll see them on red carpet, but like this is nothing. This is such a nothing thing. I need a better trailer.
Yeah, I don't know. They couldn't even give us a different logo or nothing. They just do the little things on the side to make it seem girly or whatever. But it's like, come on, we could have. Could have done something. I don't know. I don't know what to. At this point, I give out suggestions, but they keep ignoring it. So it is what it is. Let us
Mm,
know what you guys think. Check out the Supergirl trailer. It's on YouTube right now. Did it give you Guardians vibes? Do you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? We need to know. Moving on though. We got the Green Lantern teaser trailer, not even a full on trailer. I mean, it is kind of soon, but we did get something at least. Aaron Pierre is going to kind of lead us into it, but for the most part, it's quick flashes, so you're going to have to really take a look, all right?
Hey guys, it's Aaron Pierre here on the set of Lanterns. I'm so excited to share a sneak peek of our series coming out. I hope you enjoy it. Roll the footage.
I trained my entire life for this.
You're not ready to get up in front of the class until Ring says you are.
Hey guys, it's Aaron Pierre.
That was basically it. The
crazy.
Supergirl trailer barely got anybody to talk, and if anything, they made them talk negatively. The very next day, they decided to launch the Green Lanterns teaser, and let's be honest, not a lot of praises when it came to this one either. I mean, it only gave us a few seconds, but the few seconds didn't really scream Green Lantern. You didn't see any green or lanterns or anything, not even like a glimpse of them using the ring. That would have been something to draw people in, but we're just not doing any of that at this point. I don't know.
I yeah, I think if James Gunn was like, drop the Supergirl trailer, and then saw it was getting no motion, he was like, you know what's really gonna get him? Green Lantern with no Green Lantern in it, no motion. 2 for 2, man, or 2-0. Like he is on an uphill battle for sure now. Thanks for giving us a better glimpse at the ring, I guess, but that's it.
Like a 2 second glimpse.
Until Ring says you are.
You're not
That's
ready
it,
till the
yeah.
ring says you are.
And then he jumps off a cliff.
I don't get it.
I don't. Yeah, is the ring gonna protect him?
Everybody just seems underwhelmed. This is what we've been waiting for.
Oh my goodness. This was no. This is bad. This is not a good look.
You got to be kidding me, Bob. Swear you made us wait all day for that.
Folk.
Hold on, we had to wait all day for something already shown? Yeah, basically. Kind of disappointed not getting a trailer, but I'm still excited. Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on over there at the DCU. Maybe budget restraints. Maybe there's something going on that the
Budget
merger and whatnot.
restraints.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening at this point. This is not a good look though. This is not a good look for us. Not much to say here. They jump off a cliff. You see a little bit of the ring. No Green Lantern. I mean, what else? What else can we talk about? They give us stuff that's such nothing. If they would have at least put Lobo more in the Supergirl trailer, there could have been more comparison or at least more conversation wrapped around it. But there's nothing. There's nothing in the Green Lantern trailer or the little teaser. There's nothing in the Supergirl thing. DCU, you need to get your hype up, buddy. You need to get your hype up. There is no hype train, and if there is, I missed it because it's not. It didn't look hypey enough for me.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. Check out the trailer. The best place I was able to find it was on the Max screen, the HBO Max screen on Twitter. Other than that, I mean, I tried on YouTube and everything like that. It doesn't seem to be coming in like it's supposed to be. So it seems like HBO Max did not send this out to everybody. This is just a teaser trailer that they've decided to put on the internet and hope that it got some kind of motion, and it's just getting the wrong kind of motion. Both trailers got the wrong kind of motion that they wanted. Unfortunate. They wanted to go uphill, and they decided to decline backwards. It's insane. Check out the trailers right now if you want to. If not, walk away. Next. The Game Awards happened on Friday. We wound up getting the Street Fighter trailer, and also a little bit of a war started between Andrew Schultz and the Mortal Kombat cast. If you saw that little spat, I'm not sure. Did you see that, Josh?
No.
Let me show you real quick
Okay.
before we move forward.
Only Andrew Schultz could come up with some shit like that. Like he's probably playing some insignificant part in Street Fighter. It was like, our movie looks better than yours.
Basically, right here.
Guys, it's so important that we appreciate you all here for being great patrons of Street Fighter, okay? If you played the game, make some noise in your life. Come on! This movie is not possible without you guys. We are so grateful, and we're not the only game that appreciates your patronage. There's another game out there. They also flew from around the world to be here because they appreciate you. So give it up for the whole cast of Mortal Kombat 2! Come on out! Yes! Yeah. I'm just kidding. They didn't come. They don't care about you. They only care about money. Okay? We care about money and you. Street Fighter forever!
Schultz cannot be
Forever,
joking.
baby! Forever!
Kidding. He's joking.
All right, okay.
Yeah, so kind of started a little bit of war. We got a little couple responses on Twitter from a couple of the cast of the Mortal Kombat, but nothing too crazy. Andrew Schultz is he's somebody you don't give the mic to, regardless.
So dumb. Why would he go and say something crazy like that? I don't even think he's a big Street Fighter fan.
Maybe this is the start of a Mortal Kombat Street Fighter versus.
I don't believe he's a big Street Fighter fan. I don't believe that.
He's gonna get casted in Mortal Kombat, and that makes him a big Street Fighter fan. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
Okay. Let's check out this little trailer. It's 45 seconds. Hopefully, we get a longer one in the upcoming weeks. But this is our first glimpse into Chun-Li a little bit. You feel me? Anyways, let's just jump right into it.
That's so cool. They actually added like the car beat up stuff from the game.
Did you see Andrew Schultz? I didn't see him.
Yeah, I saw him.
Did I miss him?
Yeah, he was it was a blink and you
more-
miss it kind of thing.
One more time. It was 45 seconds. There is a lot of flashes here. Let me do it again.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, see, he's right there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that they added the car beat up stuff. That was cool. That's a nice little touch right there. That was nice.
I guess you can tell that
there was a lot of
real
love.
people that are not afraid to make a video game movie.
Yeah,
making a video game movie. It's pretty nice.
That was nice. I'm down for that. See, that's how you do a teaser. That's good. I like that. That was good. Everybody looked their part basically, and it looks like there's gonna be a lot of fighting too. I mean, you kind of need that in a Street Fighter, so that. Yeah, no, I'm down. I need somebody to. I need every like when they throw hands. I need someone to be like fight, like in the background or something.
We didn't see Jason Momoa as he's supposed to be playing the green one.
Oh yeah, no, we didn't see him at all. Huh?
No, but we saw a little bit of Roman Reigns.
We saw Zangief.
I'm assuming that's Andrew Schultz too, right?
I think
right
so.
Here,
yeah.
basically getting
bodied.
Yeah, that's him. I remember the suit. So I mean, that's why they put a mask on him, because like a comedian can't be slammed like this. We got to make sure that you can't see that it's a stunt double getting his shit pushed in. But I mean, this whole movie looks fun. It looks like they are just leaning into like the goofiness that is the game. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, I kind of feel like out of all the fighters, Street Fighter is like a goofy game, right? Like compared like to all the outfits on the other ones and everything, even like down to like how 3D the 3D animation makes them as bulky as they're supposed to be or whatever, blah blah blah. Like this is the like perfect video game adaptation. Now, will the story be good? I don't know. I don't know. That's something that
Well,
we're gonna
yeah,
have to
but
wait.
I mean, we're gonna get there one step at a time.
All right, we'll have to wait for another trailer, I guess. But this is a good teaser. Like you said, this is a good way to like kind of tease it. And this was only 45 seconds compared to what Supergirl gave us. And I'm already kind of more hyped for this movie than the
Yeah,
Supergirl movie.
exactly.
But check out the trailer. Street Fighter is out right now on YouTube. Let us know what you guys think. Moving on. We have one last trailer coming from A24. It's gonna be Robert Pattinson and Zendaya in the drama. If they are dating or doing anything freaky, because Zendaya be taking those freaky ass roles. I'm just saying, if they doing anything freaky, Tom Holland is punching the air right
Punch
now.
in the air. As Spider-Man.
Barrow could not keep her. Apparently, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see the drama. Let's check it out.
Am I sensing some nerves? A little camera shy? Let's do a little warm-up so we're feeling revved up and comfortable for your wedding day. Yeah? All right, let's try it. Let's do a little warm-up. Up on our feet. All right, Charlie, move a little closer to your bride-to-be. There we go. What's your favorite thing about Emma?
She's beautiful, funny.
This is very serious.
And she has the best laugh.
Okay, good. Emma.
I love that he's caring, understanding, and open-minded.
That's good. Okay, so hold on to those thoughts. Don't forget to smile. Okay. Just smile naturally. Yeah, Charlie, just a completely natural smile. Just like how you would smile in life. Remember, you know each other really well.
Emma and Charlie.
What the fuck was that?
Just some drama.
We found love that we're gonna have forever. Okay, I think that we'll get there on the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Kind of reminds me of The Materialist, especially because this girl was in The Materialist. I wonder who she is that she's over here getting all these roles in these like love A24 movies.
I don't know.
Is that her? Is she the director? Is that why she puts herself in these movies? Let me see. Hold on. Oh shoot. Google. What's the name again? What did you think of the trailer though? While I looked this up.
I thought it looked good. I'm down for these two. I can't lie. I think whatever story they're gonna tell seems kind of interesting enough. So I'm in it. I'm in it for sure. I like these two separate, so together, maybe they'll be all right. That and can't help but feel like they're in everything next year together. They're gonna be spending a lot of time together.
Oh yeah, that's true, huh? That is true. Because they're gonna be in the Christopher Nolan movie, The Odyssey.
Yeah, this one.
Oh yeah, right here. Look, the drama, The Odyssey, Dune Part 3.
Dune Part 3. That's right. Yeah, he's supposed to be the bad guy in Dune Part 3, I think.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, they're gonna be cooking together a lot. Hopefully, Tom
Did
Holland.
you recognize the girl right here too?
When you said The Materialist, or hold on.
She's the one that had the subplot with the essay and stuff like that.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get there. Get my way, Ad. All right. Let me see. Who the person is? John, Harry, Charlotte. Damn.
Sophie.
Remember. She was Sophie?
Sophie.
Zoe Winters?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I think she's just up and coming.
Probably, and she's just, A24 is the wheelhouse, so she's just in there as like the supporting role, and she's down for it. It's great. It's great stuff.
Yeah, she's just still starting out. She has like only a couple movies in her belt, but I think we'll probably see her more around because, yeah, she's gonna fucking be around.
If she's climbing up, she'll probably be in she'll star in one of the A24 movies pretty soon.
At some point.
I'm pretty sure. But let us know what you guys think. The drama, it looks pretty good. We need it to release now. I think because I think with these movies, you're good with the mysteriousness because with the materialist, that I feel like there was a lot of we saw a lot of trailers for it, and
Yeah.
I mean I was basically able to pinpoint the movie. Yeah, it kind of went into a different direction in the beginning with the whole caveman stuff or whatever, but for the most part, you're able to figure it out. And I think with this one, you just need a little less is a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
But it looks pretty good. I'd be down to watch it. But with that being said, we're here. This is going to be the last trailer for this episode. We are going to be, like I said, we're going to be giving you guys a few episodes for the Christmas season, right? Pre-recorded. Um, we're basically not. We're basically going to get everything all together to make sure that we don't have to record it until almost next year. So we'll be giving you guys the episodes that we supposed to, but if still any topics that you want us to talk about that we haven't yet, any movies you want us to review in the big 2026, that's probably when we're gonna reconvene and do everything we got to do on our side. Um, Josh, let them know where they can talk to us, do all that good stuff. We're gonna be having some good guests coming up pretty soon. So if you guys want to hear your voice on one of these, Josh, let them know.
Twitter, TikTok, Instagram at FilmBros Podcast. We post some episodes up. You can hit us up there for any news or movies you want us to cover. Buzzsprout link in the social I just gave you. It's like a Patreon. You can subscribe and help the show go. Really appreciate it. Listen to us anywhere you get your podcast at FilmBros Podcast, Spotify, YouTube Music, Apple Podcasts. Again, wherever you get your podcast. Be part of the conversation. Twitch at FilmBros Podcast. And when it's all said and done, subscribe to our YouTube at FilmBros Podcast.
And with that being said, we'll talk to you guys on the next one.
Talk to you guys later.